of future generations who have disabilities, because it is critical, and it's of critical importance. So again, finally, I'd like to commend my Labour Party colleagues, and I hope that it gets unanimous support.
Thank you, Senator. And the Chair asked me to relieve her for a few moments because she wished to speak, and it's so. Senator van Turnhout, and you have 6 minutes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Firstly, welcome Minister Lynch, and before I begin, just to say I do want to welcome the publication of the Assisted Decision-Making Capacity Bill, because it is historic in more sense than one, and on another day I know we'll discuss it, but I do welcome its publication, so thank you. I'd like to wholeheartedly support the motion that has been put forward by Senator Moran and her colleagues in the Labour Party. Special Olympics Ireland, I think, is an organisation that we can all unite and join and say it is a tremendous organisation, what they do, and I do welcome them to the gallery. I was looking at their mission, and I was surprised nobody's actually said their mission yet, but you had so much to say. I was able to cut out pieces. But at the mission, to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with an intellectual disability, giving them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participation in a sharing of gifts, skills and friendships with their families, other Special Olympic athletes and the community. Now, I think that's just wow. I think any organisation that has a mission, and not only, because we've often heard lofty missions in organisations, but lives that mission in its work every day and achieves it, exactly, Minister, that they achieve. Because there are 26,449 people with an intellectual disability in Ireland, and just shy of the 9,000 registered athletes with Special Olympics Ireland, which I think will very clearly demonstrate their reach. And their huge range of activities. I was reading up about alpine skiing and gymnastics and football, and it was putting any of my sporting attempts ever to shame. I thought I did well at hockey at school, but I may have to revise my assessment, especially when you have athletes like James and Killian who achieve so much, and that's so multiplied throughout Ireland. And I think we've mentioned about June 2009. I am so proud as an Irish citizen that we hosted what has been the most successful Games in Special Olympics history. And I think that reach into every community in Ireland, we all still remember it, and you only need to say it and we all have smiles on our faces. I would also like to take the opportunity to mention another organisation that shares many similarities with Special Olympics Ireland in its pursuit to enhance the quality of life for people with intellectual disabilities. The organisation is called Head Start. It's a very young organisation, and its mission is to empower and enable people with intellectual disabilities through the arts. And I'd like to welcome them to the gallery today, because I've been privileged to go and see their work as a start-up social entrepreneur organisation. They want to become Ireland's leading service provider of arts for people with intellectual disabilities. They want to create a trustworthy environment, a creative environment that encourages and enables their members. And I think they have very much learnt and actually born out of their experiences with Special Olympics Ireland, and are trying to now say, are there other options that we can offer young people and adults with intellectual disabilities who may not necessarily be sports-minded? So where are these opportunities that we can provide them? And obviously, both organisations rely very much on volunteers, on carers and on patients, carers and parents. People with intellectual disabilities, I think, and I think we all think, are entitled to the same opportunities as all of us in society. And they should have the opportunity equally to engage in the arts as well as sports. Both have been shown and proven to enrich our lives. And I want to commend, for me, the vision of Head Start also, because these are 3 young students in DCU who could choose to do other things that we give out. And if you read all the newspapers, you would believe that students are doing all the time. But instead, they've given up their time, as have their colleagues, to set up an organisation. They're funded through Youth Start, if I'm right, DCU, and many others are trying to support them. But it's really great to see students and young people in Ireland showing this initiative. So, just in ending, I do think, and I'm not going, I see the Sinn Féin counter-motion, but for me this is a positive day and I want to try and keep it positive. I do think we do have to seriously question, though, what type of society do we wish to have? And for me, that society includes organisations like Special Olympics Ireland, Head Start, and they, for me, are the values that we should have. And I think we should, the state needs to support these organisations. I think Senator Moran has very much set out the financial case for Special Olympics Ireland, and I have no doubt, Minister, that Head Start can also tell you of their needs. But for me, it really will demonstrate our value as a society, and I would like to stand and join in this with Senator Moran and her Labour colleagues to say well done to Special Olympics Ireland, but we are going to have to put our hands in our pockets and not just be clapping and saying well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Senator Hayden, you have 6 minutes.
Thank you very much, Oscar. I am going to take this opportunity to, first of all, to